Next time we shoot him in the head.
I
Understand?
want to know who everybody's class is again.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm a dwarf.
Okay, so anyways, real quickly, just to recap, the classes are: I am a rogue. She is something.
A dwarf.
She's a ranger.
She's a ranger. That's right. He is a barbarian, and you are a warlock. You are retarded.
Yeah.
That is her class.
She is. That is her class. She is.
My
a
wife
retard.
is retarded.
She is.
I love 12.
She enjoys cookies and slingshots.
Yes.
Is that your only weapon?
Her
Yes.
12th man.
But you're a fighter.
I have a slingshot though.
Are you afraid of sharp objects?
She has fists.
No, she's got a slingshot.
I have a slingshot.
A slingshot is not sharp.
She'll make it sharp.
I need it myself.
She
I just
fucking
don't care.
the two prongs.
She also has a strength of 10, so.
Yes.
Seriously? As a fighter?
I didn't roll anything.
The fuck?
I'm not here to help. I'm just here to protect my princess.
Oh my god.
All right.
So what do we plunder from the cart?
You want to take a look around, see what you
Well,
can
yeah.
find?
What did they have first of all? Anything?
Well,
Any notes of interest?
See people talking shit. What is this?
You're a
Bits in
shorty.
there. Bit
You're a
can.
It isn't
shorty in D&D.
fit.
How
so
predictable.
as you start moving towards the wagon actually the tipped over wagon, the wagon actually starts to shuffle and shudder a little bit. You hear some rumbling around and some a crash on the side, like metal on metal crashing.
Is that my phone?
So
No.
this is my phone.
This one?
I have no idea where your phone is.
Where did you put it? If I knew, I wouldn't be asking. That was the response I was expecting.
Anyway, so
So yeah, inside the wagon, there's very clearly movement in the wagon.
can we tell how many people, or just there's?
You have no idea. You can hear.
So
All right.
There's nothing on their dead bodies that are
Well, right now you're dealing with the
We need to
rustling
deal
in the
with
car.
the rustling in the
Correct.
wagon. Yeah, what you want to do about that?
Nate and I should get on either side of the wagon.
Okay.
Well, are there openings on both sides?
There. Yeah.
There are.
Mhm.
We should get on either side.
Flank of what side?
Well,
of
she's
the
already
wagon?
standing
I'm on
on.
top of it.
She's
I
on
secured
top
it.
of the wagon.
She's on top of the wagon.
She is.
worry.
Me
She's,
like bouncy. Me like bouncy.
I
Are
claim
we-
this wagon in the name of the welcome.
are we sure that she's just not bouncing around on the wagon?
It's definitely not her. There's something inside that. Could be a
Okay.
raccoon.
It could be. That is an awfully large raccoon.
It is a very large raccoon if it is.
Okay.
What did
So you
you
guys
say?
flank the wagon.
Let's flank the
and,
wagon.
Wait, I can open it with a mage hand if you want.
You have that?
Yeah.
Is there a door
it's a
on it?
cantrip. Well, it's not a door. It's a covered wagon, so it's a flap.
He can rip
It's
open. The
yeah,
flap.
he can lift the flap open because
We should still flank it, but go ahead and open it.
Alright.
All right, so
Open
Troy's little mage hand
Open it.
goes out and pulls the tent flap just slightly, and out tumbles a red-headed.
Stepchild.
A bastard.
A red-headed gnome wearing all green and a top hat, and
So he's,
But he's an African American.
no, he's not. You know, he's a white gnome. Very,
He's a minority gnome.
very, very white, like freckled, and he just pops right. He tumbles right out, and he's like, "Don't kill me!
He's an
Don't kill
Irish.
me!
Is his name Lucky?
Don't kill me!"
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
all right. Let's
So-
converse with said gnome. What is your name?
Can I intimidate him?
You can, yes. Go ahead and roll. an
I'm pretty sure he's already intimidated.
No, I want to intimidate him. So I
It'll be a
D20.
D20, and then you add your intimidation check to it.
Do we really need? All right.
He's already intimidated.
It's a 5, isn't it?
Plus
Yeah.
my 4, so 9. I'm a terrible roller.
Maybe you should use the red die.
Do you have any choice words that you'd like to add to the roll that might make that roll a little bit more impactful, or do you feel like the roll speaks for itself as far as the
No.
intimidation factor goes?
What you want?
You realize I'm a fucking dragon, right? Did you see the last guy?
Is he
He's
talking
like,
in the boom voice?
Please don't kill me. Don't kill me.
All right.
This is just don't kill me.
Is this your wagon? Or was this your wagon?
No. But I'm not one of them.
Were you being
I
held?
couldn't be more opposite.
Were you being held captive?
I was hiding in the wagon.
Why?
So they didn't kill me.
Okay. We're missing parts of the story here.
Yeah.
So
How did you get in the wagon?
So in the evening, I needed a place to sleep. I climbed in, and then they showed up the next day, and I didn't want to die.
Where are the people whose wagon this was?
They are very dead.
Did they know you?
Disabled.
I'm not disabled. Did they know you?
No.
So you just happened to hop in these people's wagon,
Yes.
and then when you woke up the next morning, they were dead.
No.
No.
No. This wagon's been here for a little while. I think they've been using it.
Right, yes.
They've been using the wagon to lure people in. And I climbed in one evening when they went around, and then showed up, and I've been in here for a little less than a day.
Where were
I
you?
peed in there.
Where were you headed?
To the capital.
On what business?
Jesus, mate.
We are with the FBI.
We are with the FBI.
I like to think that you've got a cookie out. You're like, we're with the FBI. Tell us what you're doing. Look, I sell grass.
You sell grass.
Yes, not the regular kind of grass, but grass.
Is that by chance why your entire outfit is green?
Yes, there wouldn't be any other reason.
Were you trying to rob the cart and they just happened to stumble upon you?
No, sir. I'm not a stupid motherfucker. I peed in there, there's nothing to steal.
Okay, I'd like to make a persuasion check.
Did you extricate in there?
Respond to that.
I would like to make a perception or a persuasion.
Persuasion
roll.
check? Okay.
Yes.
If you did, are you going to defecate him?
Yes, I will.
19
19, all right.
plus
What's
6.
that? Was it 6? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you trying to persuade him? What are you looking to
I want him to tell us the truth.
tell us the truth?
Yeah.
I'm really a grass salesman. I'm going to the city to sell some grass. It's...
Illegally?
Yes. You look like an upstanding gentleman. I think you'll let me go on my way if I maybe just give you a little trinket.
Well, I'm kind of curious what kind
What's
of...
the trinket?
I'm kind of curious what kind of reward you would be willing to give us for saving you.
I really appreciate it, so I'd be happy to give you this magical coin.
How do I know it's magical? How do I know it's magical?
Look at me, I'm fucking magical, mate.
He's a white gnome.
Do you have detect magic?
Not a spell or
You have
anything, no.
Arcana, which I would say that you'd be able to... You have the skill, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'd say you'd be able to
Someone
use
get my
Arcana
coin.
to...
I'll take it.
Detect
to
magic.
detect, yeah, to
I'm good
to
at
understand that it is a magical item.
Okay.
But not necessarily what.
What it does.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Would you be
You'd
willing?
probably be able to figure it out if given enough time.
Would you be willing to let our warlock look at that before we let you on your way?
Oh, sure. You
All
just
right.
keep it. It's yours. It's not mine. It's yours now.
So do I.
Where did it come from?
I stole it.
From?
From fucking who knows.
Were you high on grass at the time?
Definitely.
Being a fellow rogue,
Do you appreciate it?
I do, and I'm kind of curious, just out of curiosity. Thieves can't. Have I picked anything up?
No, not really. He's
pretty. Just
he's very genuine. He likes you. You've really persuaded him to be as honest.
to be as
he
honest
can,
as possible. All right, Troy, go ahead and take a look at that.
McFlanagan's honest.
What was my name the other night? It was Steve's Honest when we were playing that card game.
honest Steve. Oh, I was honest, Mike. You were honest. No, what the?
Never fuck you, Frank.
Never fuck you.
never.
No, never
Never
screw
screw
you,
you,
Sam.
Steve or Sam.
Yeah, never screw
Never
Sam.
screw you, Sam. Okay. Never fuck you, Frank.
I'm very generous.
Okay, so Troy, let's have Troy roll to see if he can at least.
Roll me an Arcana check for D20.
Yeah, D20.
No, this one's a good one.
Okay, yeah, I like this one so far.
I feel like none of you have detect
Oh, you
magic.
rolled a 1.
Oh god.
Oh my god, can he re-roll?
Plus 3.
I'll let you check it out later. You're like, this is definitely magical?
Alright. I'm just
Trying
concerned,
not to sound
although
like an idiot.
I'm just concerned it's cursed, but then again, if he's able to give it to us, then we're probably fine.
I'm a leprechaun.
Yeah.
I don't give you cursed things.
And do you have any gold?
That's my gold.
No.
That's my gold. God damn it! He tosses you a sack of 30 gold.
Alright, I'm happy with that. Anyone else? The dude's
keep
a
him
fucked up weed salesman, I mean.
You're not gonna get much out.
We're not going to get a lot out of him.
I'm okay with
We're gonna keep the coin
letting him
too.
go.
Magical coin.
Yes, we're going to keep the
That's
magic
yours to
coin.
keep.
It's definitely magical.
It's definitely
It's
magical.
most definitely
Look, I
magical.
tell you what it does. I tell you what it does.
What does it do?
You keep it, you rub it together when you're having a shitty time.
And?
Sorry. Okay. You get him in the morning, you rub the motherfucker, and when you're having a shitty time, that coin is gonna help you out. A couple of times a day.
So we can use it twice per day?
No, a few times a day, sorry.
Three
I'm
times
a
a day.
little wee bit high.
He's been dipping into his own stash to keep himself busy.
Very common.
I've got to make sure the product is good, right?
Alright. I think we should let him go. He's fucking harmless.
I'm okay with letting him go.
Thank you.
On your way.
Thank you very much.
Be
See?
careful of the
Fucking out of
guards.
here. He fucking fucks it.
Nice top hat, by the
Just,
way.
thank you very much.
Alright.
Top of the evening.
We need to check out the what all they were carrying and
So the gnomes were only really armed with they had studded leather on. With shoddy
Are
studded
the
leather.
crossbows any good?
They just had regular crossbows and
Not the one
just
that
some
snapped.
Well, that was just operator
some
error.
rusted short swords, and they probably had they had a few gems between them.
no notes or
No, they didn't have any.
they were just a fucking bandit.
Yeah, they were just a couple of fucking bandits
Is
on the road.
there anything left in the cart?
The cart is picked clean, and there's urine smell. He was not lying.
Alright.
He had asparagus or something because it's just terrible.
Asparagus.
You regret checking the
It's
wagon.
asparagus pea.
Well, it's okay because she checked the wagon, so she. Alright.
I dropped her cookie.
Oh no.
It's okay, we'll give her another
Second
one.
roll.
Alright.
Start moving on your way.
Are you guys good?
Moving on. All right.
Let's move it on.
So as you guys start to make your way again, Troy, you get a chance to get a better, closer look at that at the coin, the magical coin that he gave you. So
Oh no, you don't.
you don't have to worry about it. You're
Yeah,
basically
we're just
spending-
taking. Yeah.
I'm gonna use that for my next roll then.
18.
It's interesting that you say that because what this magic item does is it's called Luck of the Irish. After a short or long rest, what you can do is you may roll 3d20 dice, and you will store the dice rolls of you will store one dice roll of your choice out of that 3d20
Wow.
that you can use at any time for any skill or action. So,
3 times a day, you said?
sorry. No, once per day when you get up, like basically when the day
Oh.
starts,
Okay.
you order 3d20. You'll pick whichever one you want.
Yeah. So who wants it? Because I'm assuming that's not party wide, right? It's only going to be for
It's only for the person.
for the
then.
single person. So who wants it?
Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan kind of needs it. I'm thinking Nathan needs that
That'd be
shit.
super.
Yep. Go ahead and roll 3d20. Store which one you want.
You can roll 3 ones or you can roll 3, whatever you want to do.
He's
Leave
gonna
the man
throw.
alone,
He's
okay?
gonna throw 3 ones right here.
Ooh.
Oh, he got a 20.
20,
Nat
baby.
fucking 20.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's great.
All right.
All right.
I
store
assume you're going to
20.
keep the 20.
Yes.
You might want to write that down somewhere. He's got inspiration
Just write-
and a free D20 right now. That's
Yeah,
pretty
write
good.
down magic coin too, just so you remember.
If
you
he
got
wanted to wreck a bitch right now,
it would be the first time.
No, I thunder breathed a guy into a tree. Don't forget about that.
Ah, okay, all right. Let's keep moving on.
all right. So you continue on the road again towards Devil's Tooth. The road's going to bring you around to a more thin. It's going to be the forest is going to start thinning out as you're moving through it. And you're moving back towards some civilization. Ahead on the road, you can see the sign that actually directs you on to the Devil's Tooth. It also does point towards the direction of the New Yorkshire outpost that ultimately is where your final destination is
Supposed to be heading. Yeah.
within a short period of time. So you veer off that road towards the Devil's Tooth, and within a short period of time, the town comes into view. It's not a big town, maybe a population of 100, 150. Something like 30 to 40 buildings are going to be given there. It's a small farming community. Livestock it's one of its primary commodities for the location. It's a couple of livestock people, butchers in the town. There is probably an inn there that you guys would be able to stay at. Low security. There's not really a town guard like you would expect from a bigger village, but definitely probably some sort of a militia that would be there. And they probably have a mayor of sorts or a village elder. So that small village comes into view. You do spot various farmers that are tending to their livestock, their fenced-in livestock. Smoke is rising from chimneys in several different places in the town there. It's starting to fall into. It's not night, but it's definitely starting to get to be the sunset. Yeah, it's falling towards dusk. Smoke rises from the chimneys in some of the villages there as evening fires are starting up, and screams start coming out from inside the village as well.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
It
which
sounds-
Let's walk on by. And
is not really a common thing for villages like chimney smoke necessarily. So, from there, what is your?
This isn't the village that Juan's in, is it?
This is
Yeah.
It is the
Devil's
village
Tooth.
that Juan's in.
We don't need one. We're going through the front door.
No, we're not.
Yes, we
PJ.
are.
Even
You kill party members.
Can I kill party members?
They kill each other.
This is a collaborative storytelling adventure.
So Nathan could not kill.
Somebody's asking in chat.
You
Oh.
can choose to do whatever you want.
It's Zoop. Zoop is asking in chat.
You may refer
You
to me
decided
as
to-
star performer, please.
He needs to stay in character.
Sorry.
Breaking our immersion.
you used that D20 to kill someone in the party.
Oh, he probably could actually.
Yeah, I could
I'm gonna
murder
crit
somebody
them
right
twice. I'm gonna rage crit them
In
twice.
frenzy, yeah.
And just fucking obliterate him.
All right, so there's screams coming.
Yep, there are screams, filling the air in the village.
What
You
does this
see
village have to do with me and my kingdom?
Maybe they're murdering dwelfs.
No, we're the only dwells.
The only. Well, then what do you care?
You
You
don't have
can't
a kingdom
procreate. There's no sex going on here. You can't have babies. You're a fucking dying race. So who the fuck cares?
I want to be in charge.
She's already hydrated.
Of what?
Everybody.
You can rule
Become
this
more
city and use their militia to help get your kingdom back.
We're going through the front door anyway.
Well, even if we go through the front door, we need information from Juan.
Why?
Because
we know what
he,
we're encountering.
he knows what's going on in there.
It doesn't mean we can't go in without brute force. It's just
I still think going in the front. I'm going to go on the underground. They can go through the front fucking door.
It's okay, we don't
AW
need
is
you.
taking the underground railroad.
Yes.
She's got me.
Alright, let's fucking.
Why didn't I think of adding Harriet Tubman as a character? Damn it.
we follow the
Missed
screams.
opportunities.
Alright, so we're walking into the village, correct?
Yeah.
Can we tell where the screams are coming
Yeah,
from?
can we follow the
Inside
screams?
Yeah, you want to go towards the...
Yeah, let's go
the
towards the
there?
screams.
Okay. So you guys, you make your way, you basically rush into that village to figure out what the fuck is going on. Crowded around one of the houses, you see what you assume is that town's militia. A couple of guys with pitchforks, basically, is all they really have. But they're trying to block people from going into this house that you presume that the scream had come from. Around the crowd of people, you kind of you break your way a little bit through, and you can see past the guys holding the pitchforks that are holding people. There's a small child. He's probably 10, 13 years old, between that age range. Short child. He is he's standing in front of his front door. His head is bowed, currently, just kind of staring blankly at the ground. His entire front is just drenched soaked in blood. He's got blood around his face. He's got blood. The whole front of his shirt is just completely soaked in with red. Doesn't appear to be his blood. He doesn't appear to be injured. And around, you can kind of barely see in the doorway, so the light is peeking through from the dusk that's coming, the sunset, and you can see a corpse that is inside the building.
Just one?
Just one. Well, that's all you can see from outside of the. So.
This house, does it have windows and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
Single level, double level?
It's a single level house. It's it's not a really. It doesn't even have glass windows. Its windows are boards that you.
Can I break away from the party temporarily, as being as small as I am, and just...
I agree. You should leave the party.
And just look inside the house.
And take a peek around the side or something.
Yeah, or through
all
a window.
All the windows that you can see are closed currently from where.
But they're wooden shutters, right?
Yeah, they are wooden shutters.
So are there slits?
You're wanting to peek. You're wanting to creep up to the side of the house.
Correct.
And peek through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do
break
that.
away from the militia and see if I can see anything else inside the house.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
What race is the kid?
Hmm?
What race is the kid?
Kid, it's just a human. You assume it's a human.
Useless.
Are we doing stealth check?
Yeah, just give me a quick stealth check.
21.
21, Jesus. So you kind of move away through the crowd. You weave your way like fucking liquid. You're just smooth. You come around the side and you can see that the side of the house, the militia's covering the front. The crowd is not paying any attention at all to what you're fucking doing. You kind of lean up because you're shorter.
Yes.
You lean up and you peek through some of the slats of one of the shutters that is closed, and it's very dimly lit. You can see that there's a couple of candles in the room that had blown. It's pretty messy in there. I mean, there's a lot of knocked over furniture.
Items.
And you actually see two corpses in there.
Okay.
And the corpses appear to have their throats completely slit. They're cut in some way because it's just blood is just pouring out of it, or had poured out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
The bellies of these two people are split completely open. Organs are spilled out onto the floor. I mean, it was a visceral murder of some sort.
Somebody was pissed.
Somebody fucking.
Kid did it.
Somebody cut a bitch pretty hard.
Exactly, Mom. Exactly, little girl.
Can you give me a perception check too?
Yeah. I'm using my lucky...
You're lucky?
Yeah.
How many times per day can you use that, though?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Well, I would say you probably took a short rest from
the fight.
the rest of your
We'll have to
trips.
check and
Maybe
see if that's once per day.
restored, But I don't know if that's per short rest or...
I don't remember what it said, to be honest.
Because it's not unlimited, I wouldn't think. What are you, a halfling?
Yes. Lightfoot.
What the fuck are the motherfucking halflings? There he is. Look at him jamming on guitar. Yeah! Lightfoot?
Yeah. Should be lucky something.
Lucky is when you roll a 1 on an attack roll, ability check, or saving, you can re-roll and must. Oh!
Is it unlimited?
Unlimited.
Fuck yeah!
That's a cool trait.
Ooh, wow. That is a 16. What did you say, perception?
Yeah, perception.
So you get 2 rolls, essentially every roll?
No, if he rolls a 1,
One.
he gets to re-roll it.
Oh, okay.
Just
20.
handy.
20.
20 total. Okay. The organs that have been spilled out onto this floor, they appear to be partially devoured.
Tasty.
Yeah. So it definitely looks like a pretty fucking ugly situation that happened in there. Meanwhile, while you're doing your fucking thing, the rest of the group that is still kind of in front of the house, you can see that making their way through the crowd is an elderly man in gray and white robes. He's got a white beard. He's balding, human, darker skinned. He is making his way through the crowd, and they're basically just getting the fuck out of the way. And then the militia guys move aside as well. The guy looks at the child for a moment, and then he heads into the room very quickly. So that's what you guys can see. And then just then you can also see him enter into this older man. He starts surveying the scene and looking and checking out. He's crouching down and checking out the scene that's happening.
Does he have a staff of any kind, or
Yes, he does have a walking staff, but he's an older gentleman.
is it a walking staff, or does it look magical?
What kind of a fucking question is that?
Does it have an orb on the
Certain
top of it?
sticks look more magical than other sticks.
Hey, I've been told my stick looks pretty fucking magical.
She's like, who told you that? It's like,
Who are you talking to?
I think he looks in the mirror and he's like, yeah, that stick's pretty fucking magical. Thank you.
Magic Mike, that movie was based off me.
Such a gay movie.
Watched it?
I watched one day when A.W. Moore.
You does protest.
No, Amy can fucking vouch for this.
Oh,
I put it
remember that
on.
movie. Yeah.
I put it on because it was on TV and A.W. and Morg were coming over, and I thought it'd be funny if it was playing in the background when they showed up, right? Magic Mike. It was like 5 minutes, and I'm like, this is too gay even for me. Like, I got some pretty high tolerance. I'm like, this is fucking over the top. It was like Matthew McConaughey doing like an Uncle Sam number in the mail. I'm like, fucking what? All right. Anyway, moving on.
So I can watch what this guy's doing.
Yeah, he's just checking out the scene. It's a fucking walking staff.
All right.
He doesn't look like he's really good at kendo with it, if that's what you're asking.
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, do you want
I want to shoot the kid.
No!
I want to shoot the militia. In the
You're not allowed to talk anymore.
to...
Keep her under wraps.
Don't talk to the princess that way.
Yeah!
She's in charge.
Do you guys want to take any action? What do you...
At this point, you guys can act on your own because I'm still watching this dude. So,
You need to
And
shoot me.
I recommend you not listen to anything she say.
So this kid. So we've decided that this kid probably did it
I
at this
think
point.
Wait,
He ate some of the organs.
Didn't you say that? Like he saw in there and saw that it was a murder, and was pretty sure that the kid did it. Not what you said?
No, I didn't.
No,
not necessarily as the
Oh.
kid
I mean,
did.
Bobby just keeps saying.
Oh.
The child
I just keep
is...
whispering that.
The child is completely... he's drenched
Looks
all
like
over the
he may have
front.
been the one that devoured.
And he does have
Burn
blood.
the house down! I agree, let's burn the house down.
Put the house down.
All right.
And he does have blood kind of like on his face. He does have matted blood that's around his face there and across his
He
front.
went and hugged his parents while they were dying.
Yeah,
okay?
probably.
No.
Can we
He ate his parents.
can we question the kid?
You just want to be like, hey!
Fuck did you do in
Did you
there?
do this? What do you think about what you did?
As an
Rub his
outside
nose in it.
observer,
Rub his nose
since
in it.
I'm not with the party, as an outside observer, I would recommend that you guys talk to the militia first, since the old guy is still in the building. That is what I would do, but since I'm not
So,
next to the
if
party,
Nate, I'm assuming you're gonna start approaching the militia.
Yes.
Walk up to him, and you're like, he's a younger farm boy, kind of a teenage strapping young man, abs that go to his neck, just
Fucking abs.
yeah. This gentleman's name is Abington.
He's got a 15-pack.
He has it tattooed on him so he remembers what it is.
Abington.
Hi, I'm Abington.
Didn't know if you
So
noticed, but I
upside
got
down?
some serious
It's
abs.
an ab situation here. He's like, hey, I know you're a cool looking dragon, but stay back.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
No, you're cool.
He's really impressed by you.
Wow.
I mean, it's a village. They probably don't see Dragonborn very often.
So what happened in there?
We don't fucking know, man.
God, this guy's got nuts.
He's a young boy. He's a strapping young man.
Why is there blood all over you?
No,
This isn't the child that you're talking to the militia guy. The 13-year-old child doesn't have abs onto his neck. The child is like, just do it.
Why are you just standing here?
Look, we're just trying to figure out the scene here. The elder's in there. He's checking it out. He's trying to figure out what's going on, man.
Who is this elder?
The elder of Devil's Tooth, bro.
The elder of Devil's Tooth?
Yes.
That's all you know?
His name's Ken.
Does he have abs too?
Like, I don't. What do you want me to say? Wait, who even are you? I mean, you're a cool dragon, but who are you?
Named Star Performer? You may have heard of me.
I wish I had, but I haven't. It's a small backwater town, man. You're pretty cool.
I work for the FBI.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
He like hides something in his back pocket. he's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Like I didn't know. Yeah, no, you've got. Go on through if you want, man.
What'd you put in your pocket there?
Nothing. Just go on through, bro.
Ask
Take
him
a
if
look
he's
at it?
ask him if he's met a halfling with a top hat and a green suit.
I don't know, McFlanagan. Shit.
All right, he's letting you guys through.
So yeah, he's glad to let you through now that you've identified yourself as.
Alright.
I burst through the window.
Just do a dive.
I will rejoin the party at this point.
No,
Um,
fuck y'all. We're still doing things.
So
What do you guys want to do?
Nate,
Go in,
the
check
militia
it
guy, he's like, no, he's a pro, he's a dragon, it's all right. He works for the FBI, and he kind of ushers the four of you on through.
I'm here.
And
Hi.
itty bitty
Hold on,
acrobatic Bob over here is just like
I want to talk to the child.
scampers. Oh, you want to walk?
I
Do you
want
want
to
to
talk to the child.
Okay.
Without your weapon,
How will the child know I mean business if I don't have my weapon?
just put on your stern face.
Dum Dum, come with me. We're
Okay.
gonna talk to the child.
Let's go.
Do you want to talk to the child?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
He's just staring at the ground blankly.
Hey, do you want a cookie? Would that help you?
He is non-responsive.
Everyone loves cookies.
He's non-responsive. He just stares at the ground, and blood is running down his hand.
I don't like this guy.
I don't like this guy. Hey, Dum Dum, go back and join the rest of
He
the
doesn't
party.
like cookies. I don't like this guy.
You
No,
asking
he's-
any more
he-
questions?
I helped.
He's just non-responsive. He doesn't say
What's his
anything.
name? I ask him his name.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't
say
say anything. I grab him by his hair and I pull him into the house.
Okay, let's not do that.
I have important 12 things to do, and this kid is keeping me from them.
This kid could have potentially been possessed and could still be possessed.
Then
and
we
you
should
wanna-
have him in our sights at all time.
I wouldn't grab the possessed kid.
By the hair
I'm
or
wondering,
at all?
I'm wondering what Stream thinks right now. Do we think that this is just a completely shell-shocked child, or do we think it's a fucking murderous demon child?
Let's ask the chat. Is it a demon child, or is it just a sad
Occam's
child?
razor, but clearly,
Get your votes in now.
A ways behind.
That's
so
true.
it'll take for them.
It-
Take a while for them.
10 minutes later, that's
Nah, I won't be 10 minutes.
Um,
Some people are worse than others, but
so he pretty much doesn't. I mean, you're talking to him, but he doesn't acknowledge you. He doesn't look at you. His
Awesome.
eyes don't really.
I'm grabbing this child gently
Demon Lord
by
child.
the
Grab
shirt.
the child from the hair.
Okay.
He is coming into the building with us.
You're gonna bring him into the
I'm
building.
bringing the child into the
Okay.
building.
He comes
He-
with us?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't resist. He just is.
See, demon child. They all agree. This child is bad news.
when has listening to stream chat ever been a good idea?
So he pretty much obeys. Like he doesn't say anything. He keeps looking at the
I
ground.
was very
and lets
gentle.
You, yeah, he lets you kind of guide
Exactly.
You're the
him into the house.
Back
As you bring him into the house, though, he immediately looks away from the
That's
corpses
fine.
of
You don't have to
his
look the shade.
parents.
He's gonna be there with
Besides the blood, is there anything unusual about the kid that kind of throws you off?
Go ahead and do you can probably give me like a perception check on that, just
All
to
of
kind
us?
of look him down, if you all want to.
All right.
Are you looking for some sort of a physical kind of thing, like?
Yeah, like any weird abnormalities that might have tip us off to something. I rolled a 17.
I only got a 7.
7.
Oh, am I rolling?
Yeah, you can roll a perception.
Yeah,
check.
roll perception checks.
18
Wow.
plus 5, so 23. 23.
23. Okay. So Morg, you notice that his hands are pretty. While they are covered in blood, but you can see that they're heavily calloused.
Okay, so he's a worker child.
It's some sort of a worker child. Yeah, that's definitely.
It's a servant.
Well, or he could be working on a farm with his parents.
So his hands are very, very calloused, and you see a couple of nicks on him, that are not they're older nicks that are on his the parts that aren't covered in blood. You can see that there has been nicks on him.
Okay.
That's really the only thing, aside from the fact that he's fucking covered in blood. I mean, and his face is just like he's just staring dead.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy about this child.
He's a demon.
All right, so we just
child.
struck him in the house,
Right.
right?
The elder then? We're inside now.
Yeah, you guys are inside now. So the elder gentleman, he kind of looks up as you guys are coming in, and he seems he's got that scrunched up brow. I mean, he's older, white, balding. He's looking at you, and he seems pissed. He seems annoyed, and he's like, "Who are you?"
FBI.
She holds up her cookie. FBI. We are with the FBI, sir. We're not looking to intrude, but we would like to know what has happened here.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Perfect.
What do you know about what's happened here?
I just got here myself, young lady.
You're up here right now, and we need you to be down.
I just got in here.
What's with the child?
This is little Timothy.
Who are these Timothy's
These are
parents?
Timothy's parents, yes.
Okay. What?
Have there been any reports of any strange goings-on?
Yes, there's been multiple murders that have happened within the city here, or within the town.
In the same way?
Very, very. At first, it was just people missing. Wait, I need some credentials.
Her cookie wasn't good enough?
No, it was not. She seems retarded.
We have credentials, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Okay, here's your credentials.
I'm a dragon.
You want to see my credentials? We're here, motherfucker. It's the old US of A, motherfucker. So, he starts telling you a little bit of some of the goings on that's happened recently. This is like the fourth murder that has happened. Initially, we had thought that there were some animal attacks happening because there were dead people outside the city, corpses just found.
In the
Was
same
the
way?
child near them?
No, young lady. This child's parents were completely mutilated.
Well, the kid could have done.
The corpses that were found, were they cut up in the same way with organs eaten?
Very similar. We initially thought that the throats were slit by a claw, but it does certainly appear to be like some sort of a knife. And many times the organs weren't even to be found. They were partial remnants, but they were either eaten at the scene or taken away.
Okay.
These ones, this is the first time we've actually stumbled across a situation where whoever or whatever it was that's doing this has left behind evidence that we can use. We had another murder that happened just yesterday.
When did this start?
I would say about maybe 3 months ago.
Jesus.
When was that outpost taken over?
The outpost is probably like a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions? I don't want to do it all. I don't want
You told me I can't talk.
to... Well, I meant them.
What evidence?
I want you
was he
guys to
talking
participate too. I just...
What evidence is he talking about?
So he's basically indicating that the previous murders, there's hardly been any indication of anything left behind. There's been no footprints. There's been no... before they thought it was just animal attacks because the organs were just gone. They appeared to be taken, devoured, taken away. They just weren't there. They just took them. So they thought that just some sort of a monster animal had just devoured them. But he explains that the most recent 2 murders, this and the murder that happened yesterday, have led them to now believe that there is an actual person that is doing it.
Why?
Well, yesterday we found we found one of the locals that had been staying at the inn, regular that had been staying at the inn. He had been found in it made a shit ton of noise, and so in a very similar fashion as this, where it's partially devoured, the whatever it is left some of its.
And this
prey
happened in
parts.
the inn?
This happened in the inn.
And
yeah.
nobody saw anything?
Nope.
Was there a window to the room?
There was, and it was shattered. So somebody had escaped out the window.
Okay.
Any suspects?
Well, one suspect that we have is, since it started happening a few months ago, we did have a new inhabitant that just started living here about 3 months ago.
Alright, I'll go talk to them.
Is he a mage? What is he?
No, he's an African American.
Those African Americans.
It's just that he's our butcher.
I'm gonna go talk to them.
Interesting. Have you spoken to him?
I have not yet. We just started finding new information. Up until yesterday, we had almost thought for sure that it was just some sort of a monster or animals that had been killing. They'd never done it inside of our town until now.
Is this the second or third? Sorry.
So this would be the 4th.
Okay,
there were 2 deaths that were just outside the town.
Then the one in the
The
room.
one in the inn,
Okay.
and then the one in the inn that happened yesterday, and the one that happened.
Do these deaths correlate with moon phases?
I think it's.
You're an idiot,
I have no
is what you're
idea.
telling me. Alright.
Was the inn room on the second floor or the first floor?
You're on the second floor.
Okay.
It's horrible.
And does this butcher live inside city limits, or does he live outside city limits?
Near the edge of town.
Are the nicks on the kid's arm consistent with breaking out of a window?
It's the teen child.
There we go.
They're healed over, so it's
Old.
nothing. Yeah, it's older.
Alright.
They're older cuts of some sort.
Does the butcher have a family?
No, he lives alone. The boy
I was just going to ask, what about this family?
The boy apprentices he's learning to be a butcher. So the boy has been staying working at Tyrone's house.
Tyrone.
I was going to ask what his name was. Thank you. Go ahead. I don't trust you. I want to ask. I just want to say the word. I just want to say the name Tyrone to the boy. That's it. I just want to say. Do you know?
I can handle that.
Well, no. Do
That's
you?
creepy.
Yeah, Tyrone. No. I want to ask
check.
him if he knows Tyrone.
You're pretty short, actually.
I'm just looking for a reaction. Is what I'm looking.
So, you're pretty short. I mean, you
I'm
can
probably
kind of
his
see,
height.
You're about his height, so
Yeah.
you can kind of see him better than I think anybody else really can, because you're at that.
You're a fucking elf. You're
And
like.
you're significantly taller than he is. So you can actually see his eyes, and he looks up at you when you with his eyes only. He doesn't tip his head up. He just kind of glances at you with his eyes when you say Tyrone.
Okay.
And then he immediately looks back down again, and he doesn't say anything. So the only thing that he said is he looks at you with his eyes when you say Tyrone. And then
Grab
looks
him
back
by the
down.
hair, and I take him and I throw him out the house, and I tell him, take us to Tyrone.
Do you back to the village elder? Do you have any problem with us investigating this?
I encourage it. Having the FBI I'm the FBI, dude. This is your job. It's in your name. You're literally here to investigate.
All right, is Tyrone home?
Has
Has anyone seen Tyrone since these killings occurred? Like, he hasn't disappeared, right? He's been seen?
He's at his home. He's a butcher.
No, I know,
Take
but I'm
a
just
lot of
making
our
sure,
livestock.
like,
No, he hasn't
people
left.
have been purchasing meat and...
He's probably at his home right now. I sent a couple of boys down to go see if he was at his house, but
They haven't come back yet?
not yet. It was
Let's-
just moments ago.
Let's keep the kid. Like,
Yeah.
make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So Ken says, look, the boys just suffered some pretty severe trauma. I understand your suspicions based off of him working with Tyrone.
So let's leave
We'll
him with
keep
Cam.
track of him here with the boys, the militia. Abs is pretty strong.
Abs will keep the kid. Let's go talk to
Abington.
Call him Abs for short.
Abs for short. Okay. Okay.
Arrow.
Did Juan survive these kills?
Oh yeah, where the fuck is Juan?
Yeah, we were on our way to see Juan.
This is the Mexican halfling.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the one that was killed yesterday.
Wonderful!
Motherfucker! See, I told you, we'll just go through the fucking front door. We won't have to deal with this shit. I can be on my way to my kingdom.
How do you know Juan?
He was a good friend of ours.
We were actually coming to see him.
He's kind of an asshole, but
So is she.
I see that.
You understand. Where's Juan's body now?
Buried.
Okay. Where was Juan living?
He wasn't really living here. He just stayed at the inn periodically. We
Has his
don't
room
really
been
know.
searched since?
We've cleaned.
You clean.
It happened yesterday.
Do you have his possessions?
He didn't really have much with him. A couple weapons. He had a book. but
Okay, we need to see the book.
What is this? Why?
Hey, fucker, we're with the FBI.
This is my village.
Not
I'll make it my
today.
village. Would you wouldn't stand in the way of an
You're
investigation?
gonna need to make some sort of a check. You could do a persuasion, you could do a deception, whatever kind of a skill check you do.
Intimidation.
He's kind of annoyed with you right now.
What, because she's a bitch?
No, because you got a little accusatory. Like you're getting a little like.
Well, sir, this is all part of the investigation, but I will make a persuasion check. Okay.
I will no longer be making a persuasion.
He rolled
It's-
0 somehow.
It does.
The die just exploded.
It is only a 9, but I will say that we are just trying to help. You asked us to investigate.
Look, I'll get you his effects if you clean up this investigation for us. We really need this, and maybe I might have something else to spare for you for your time.
We need the book.
Oh, we're going through the front
We
door.
can get the book later. Like, we should go talk to Tyrone.
No. He's going to give us the book once we clear up the situation.
Yeah.
So we have to clear up the situation. What I'm saying is we should clear up the situation so we can get the book.
Yeah, I thought we were doing that.
Yes, we need his book.
Even though she doesn't. You're the one that wanted to play with us.
You know what the book is called? Memoirs of a Geisha. I love this book.
All right. Let's go talk to
Good.
Tyrone.
You're gonna go check out Tyrone. Do you want to check out the scene anymore? Or are you content with the? Now that you're in the house. Or do you
Now
wanna
that I'm in
just
the
head
house,
straight
I'll
to-
check it out again.
Anybody
I
else
suppose.
want to look into?
Is there any windows that are broken?
The back window shutters, all the shutters are closed except for the back window shutters. They are wide open.
Gotcha.
Weren't they all closed before we went in the house?
All the ones that you could see on the front side of the house were closed. The one on the back side of the house that you could not see, when you entered inside, you could see that was open. You guys want to make some investigation checks?
Oh, are we doing investigation, not perception?
Yeah, I'm going to take investigation on this one because you're kind of checking out the scene.
Okay. I don't have investigation.
That's all right. You can
Neither
just
do I.
make a. You can just make it. I think it's an intelligence check.
Do we want to do an
Yeah.
in check? Okay.
11.
17.
Does everybody want to make a int check?
I want to make one.
Yeah, we won't. She's busy eating cookies.
Mine's only a 6.
12.
There
She's
was a
trying to
Yeti
stop
in
cooking
here,
down the child's throat.
17 was our
and
best.
he opened the windows and he ate
17 is your best? Okay. So who made the 17?
I think Bobby did.
I made the 17.
Oh,
AW
Doug
made the
did?
17. All right, so AW, you guys are checking out the scene more. I mean, you already know that you can see that the parents are, murdered on the floor, but you start kind of looking around the scene more intently as a bureau of an investigator would, looking for any clues as to what has happened. At the window, you can see that the window was the shutters are almost broken off their hinges. They were very forcefully just pushed out and slammed against the side of the wall of the building, and you can see a cut in the wood.
Like a claw mark or a knife mark?
Could be a claw, could be a knife mark of some sort. And you actually see, as you peek your head out the window, behind the house is actually, this is near like the back of the village, so further out behind the house is going to be moving towards the woods. There's actually a brook behind the house and a small pond that's back there. That's a very short distance away. Outside the window, you can very clearly see that something had left footprints there.
Mm-hmm.
They're scuffed and they're shuffled, so you can't make out how like the exact shape of it, but it was a smaller footprint that you could tell.
Possibly a halfling's, possibly a child's.
Possibly.
Or a gnome. Actually, gnomes don't wear shoes. Are there toe prints? Can we tell?
You can't tell. It's too shuffled.
And the footprints lead out to the...
That's the weird thing, is the footprint is outside the window, and it's shuffled slightly. The dirt is just scuffled, and then you would expect that the footprints would break left, break right, or break straight. Straight ahead is the brook in the pond, but that's still like 10 feet away. You would expect to see footprints leading up to that. You don't actually see any footprints.
So there's just a couple of footprints right outside the window, and that's
Yes.
it.
And the
then
footprints are facing like they were running out of the house, not towards the house.
That's
right?
correct, yes.
Okay.
So it appears that the footprints are facing outwards, as if they had leapt out the window and somehow had flown off.
Is there anything up above?
The rooftop does have kind of like a lip to it, an awning to it, but it's so slanted that you would not be able to get a decent footing on it. So.
Even myself? Like,
Even
I can
yourself.
do that as an
Well,
expert.
As an yeah, you would say that you would have a really fucking hard time climbing the top of that roof.
All right.
You could probably reach it pretty easily,
But
from your
moving
height
along it.
as a halfling, you would probably have to get on the windowsill and grab. So you would have to be standing on the windowsill and then grabbing yourself up to get out there.
Okay.
Oh, I figured it out. Jesus did it.
Well, African Americans are pretty athletic.
Wow.
Who's the racist one now?
I would like to point out to stream we are saying gnome Americans.
Upper left-hand corner.
Upper left-hand corner.
Parody.
Should I add parody
Yeah, that's all
to
right.
the
We'll just yell parody randomly.
parody? Okay.
African-American parody.
So if I just take 5 minutes, 5 seconds, whatever, and just look around the pond, there's no other footprints, correct?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay.
Can you give me a perception check?
Yeah. Shit. 7. What was it again? I keep forgetting. 11.
11?
Yeah.
You see a glint in the pond.
Okay. How deep's the pond?
5 feet. It's not super deep. It's a pond.
Let's go see what the glint
Hey,
is.
Dum Dum, there's something shiny in that pond.
Shiny.
Shiny!
Go get it.
Shiny! Go get it,
Shiny water.
Rebel center.
So she comes back with a butcher's knife in her mouth.
How else am I gonna swim?
So
Well, I know it was in the pond, but it could
it's
still
not
potentially
rusted.
be.
It's
No tetanus.
it's not rusted. I mean, it definitely has not been submerged for very long. It has a wooden grip handle on it.
Okay.
That it just looks like it's been probably it hasn't.
Does it look used? Like, are there nicks on it?
Yes, there are nicks on it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a butcher's knife.
So it's used, yeah.
It is used.
Alright.
So, but you do find a butcher's knife.
Is there blood on it?
It's been in the pond, so any blood is.
Dried blood to stay in water sometimes.
Yeah, there's no.
Science, look it up.
It depends on how long it's been in the pond.
Alright. Let's show that carefully. Let's show that butcher's knife.
Well, suddenly we're all happy that I brought the kid inside, aren't we?
If he was standing outside the front door, we could still show him the butcher's knife. Let's show him the butcher's knife.
Do you see this? Do you see this? This is what you get! You mess with the warrior!
Since I'm short enough, I'll do it so I can see his eyes. Is this Tyrone's?
The little boy, he actually, this is the first time that you really feel like he's acknowledging
What's happening?
Yeah, acknowledging what's happening. I mean, certainly the eyes thing when you had mentioned Tyrone's name.
Mm-hmm.
He actually moves his head slightly and he cocks it to the right just a little bit and looks at you and looks at the knife. And you can see that his face is just sullen.
No fear, just...
No, just sad, sullen. He just looks wrecked, right? And that knife, you can see he gets almost a rage in his eyes.
The kid
He
did it.
looks upset. Actually, give me an insight check.
That could be the knife that's been cutting him. Because he's got those cuts on him. Oh, 9. Insight, you said? Insight is what? Insight is wisdom, so 9 to 11.
11.
Yeah.
He looks angry. Like he doesn't acknowledge you any more than that. I mean, he looks at you and cocks his head slightly. He kind of gives you a bit of a glare. And when you say, "Is this Tyrone's?" he just kind of looks down again and then looks back up at you and then looks down again.
Okay.
So, in the meantime, the one of the militia, your good buddy, Abs comes in.
Everton.
He comes in. He flexes, and he walks up to Star Performer. He says, "Star Performer, right?"
Yes, that's me.
So cool, you're dragon.
He is obsessed with
What's going on?
So he says, "Yo, look, man. I was actually one of the first ones on the scene, and I know you guys are probably checking this shit out. So I want to give you the rundown.
He's going to give you the rundown.
Let's give you the rundown.
What's going on, Abs?
So we really appreciate you coming checking this out.
That's the rundown.
We're gonna tell them no.
Wait,
Like, you're pretty cool too. You got some horns and shit, Mr. Tiefling guy. But
Mr. Tiefling.
I'm talking to Star Performer right now. I don't know if you've heard of him before. He's kind of a big deal. He's my friend too. Like I know him. He loves flexing.
He just flexes constantly.
So he says, look, I was kind of near the house when some of the shit went down. I was one of the first ones that kind of showed up. So, I definitely heard there was somebody. I'm pretty sure it's one of the relatives of the boy and the parents that showed up to the house and was like knocking on it because there were some noises happening. And as soon as that knock at the door happened, I heard this noise, this crash right behind the house.
What?
Said some people are having trouble streaming it. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's anything
it's nothing. Oh, yeah, it's not on our end.
Not a problem. Get better computers.
so after the
So
knocking,
he
you
says,
heard a crash.
after the relative was knocking at the door, there's just a crash, behind the house, and since we were concerned because we heard a lot of commotion that was kind of going on, I came up and I was like, yeah, I heard some shit going on in there. And I flexed, right? And then I was like, I'm gonna open this door, and so I'm the one that I'd knock down the door, right? You can see it's fucking off its hinges. It's not its hinges. I put it back though. He's like, but I was the first one in there, and I was like, oh shit. What the fuck? Because the boy was just he was on the ground. He was crying and he was holding his mom. Oh my god, I'm gonna puke. Okay. It was pretty.
Alright, he's better now.
I'm better now. I'm good. It was pretty fucking gross, dude. But so I tried to go out there, but I didn't see anybody. So
You think one of the relatives was there?
I
Then?
scared the fuck out of whoever it was, though, because I knocked the door down.
So why would a relative go through the window though?
Dude,
No,
he's-
relative was knocking on the front door.
Oh, a relative was.
Yeah.
Is the relative still here?
Probably around here somewhere. I don't know.
Does the relative live in town?
What
Yeah.
relative? What's their name? Who are they?
Jonathan?
Race, gender.
Oh my god, lady. Look, I'm talking to my friend. Like, I don't know what that old beard situation you got going on there, but this is my friend, and he's a dragon, so thanks,
So did
Doug,
did you check out the situation where the crash was? Did you look for anything? Did you find
Dude, I
anything?
didn't go behind the house, because by the time I was in the house, and I went out, and I poked my head out, and I'm like, oh, there's nobody around. So, they're fast.
What race is the family that just died?
Human.
Human. Okay. So the relative is probably human as
Yeah,
well.
relative's probably
Okay.
you do see, like, you spot a woman, an older woman, probably about the age of the dead mother inside the house, collapsed on the ground outside, just, like, on her knees, basically, and she's just crying to herself. It's a ways away. There's a couple people that you're like, they're there.
It's okay.
There.
Would you like to go speak to her?
It gets better.
It gets better. Should we let Morg go speak to this woman?
Sure.
Bitch, what'd you see?
Abs high fives you.
So is Abs surfer?
I know a dragon.
That's cool. Is somebody asking if Abs is a surfer?
Zoopus.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not his profession.
It's not his profession.
He's a weightlifter. That's his
In
profession.
the militia.
So is it by the ocean? Is he like
No, they're nowhere near the ocean.
valley?
He's
Surfing on the pond.
He's muscle, is what he is. He's the muscle.
He's
of
Muscle's
the-
glasses
He's
from-
muscle's glasses. We had sunglasses.
Yeah.
And be like, fuck yeah.
All right. Well, then we should probably go talk to this relative real quick too.
Okay, Morg, are you?
Yeah, bitch, what'd you see?
Okay. You're up here, and we need you down here.
Hi, old woman. How was your night?
She's not that old. She's middle aged.
She's like in her 30s.
What's your charisma?
Yeah. What is your charisma?
14? I had 13 plus 1.
13. Alright.
Oh my god.
Very aggressive, though.
This
Alright,
was
so
a
you're-
mistake.
No time for this shit. I'm very important.
Cookies?
Alright, so you're saying, hey, old woman?
How was your night?
It looks dead. She's like, my sister's dead.
Oh, it was your sister? That's
yes.
interesting. Huh. Do you know a Jonathan? Isn't that who you said the Abs said was the relative's name? I'm not making up names.
He did say
I
Jonathan.
did say Jonathan.
You did
didn't
say
I?
John. I wrote it down.
My bad. Janathan.
Okay.
Janathan.
Jonathan. I'll change that.
I wrote he, and then I wrote she right next to the letters.
Jane.
Is she Jonathan?
It's Janathan.
Is she Jonathan?
She's Janathan.
Are you Jonathan? Okay.
She's Janathan.
Okay.
Would
Continuity error.
So she was the one that was knocking on the door?
Yes.
My
Janathan.
immersion is ruined.
What'd you see?
I didn't see anything.
No. Why were you knocking on the door?
I was just going to visit my sister.
This late at night?
Not really that late
It's
at night.
not.
It's like sunset. She's like, you're gonna have dinner with her?
So why didn't? So you assumed that she would be home.
Yeah, she's a homemaker.
So why did you knock?
Wait, what do you?
Why didn't you just walk on
Why do you
in?
leave me alone? I just lost my sister. And
I
my
grabbed
brother.
Jonathan by the hair.
She's disinterested in talking to you
No?
anymore.
Alright.
She
well,
stops
I'll have
talking
to
to you.
talk to her. She's a bitch anyway.
Maybe you should
Okay.
send the guy with the charisma.
We're
Really
not.
I'll
super
talk to her
awkward.
in a
Yeah.
socially awkward
He's gonna
situation.
come out with his dick hanging out. He's gonna be like, so hey, Jonathan. Heard you like to swing.
That's just the personality trait. I have 19 charisma though.
You know, I'm trying to get you engaged, but I just don't want to let you talk to anyone anymore.
Oh my god, we've eaten all these fucking...
No, there's a whole bag of them.
Your
over
mom's a bag of them.
there. Wow.
So,
Is
who's
your
talking?
mom joke to your brother?
All right. So,
Doesn't.
is she completely like doesn't want to talk to anyone anymore?
She don't want to talk to fucking Dwelfie over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to her.
All right. We'll let
Remember to be awkward.
Mr. Awkward talk to her.
Hey, dead lady's sister.
Did you see that in there?
It's like, oh my god.
It's a little gross.
I say, God damn.
But
I'm
Suze,
so
that's
sorry
terrible.
for your loss.
I'm gonna say sorry for your loss, and then ask her.
Question mark?
Sorry for your
I'm
loss.
sorry for your loss.
Did you see anything?
People.
No, I was going to have dinner, maybe with my sister, and at the door, the abs came, and he tried to, there was something happening inside. I could hear just a ton of noise, and it was terrible. And abs knocked down the door. Well, not quite. He opened it.
And yet she didn't see anything.
So who was screaming?
It just sounded like a child.
I don't know how I got into this.
Yeah. You must be a relative of Janathan. You're Jonathan.
She's my imaginary friend.
Jonathan. So she kind of corroborates what Abs was saying to start performing.
So you didn't see anybody go out the back or?
I didn't. I stepped aside once Abs showed up.
And the child was already inside the house, correct?
Yeah.
Did you happen to hear like a splash or anything like that?
No.
All right.
She seems a little confused by
Thanks
that
for your
question.
time.
Well,
Because somebody dropped something in the pond, so.
Has your nephew acted strange in the past?
The kid fucking did it.
What do you mean?
Has he shown any violent tendencies?
No. He actually was a little shy about becoming a butcher, but we need another butcher in the town. Tyrone's our only butcher, and well, you can see that we have more people like Abs than Tyrone. So.
This is a very racist town.
It is. Do you
How
know
did-
much about
They
Tyrone?
really like Dragonborn though. So
Really? Apparently.
huge fans of the Dragonborn.
So, do people like Tyrone in general in the village?
He's not super social. He gives good cuts of meat. And we appreciate the work that he does. And it helps us kind of cut up we have a lot of livestock here, and we do a lot of shipments into the town, into the capital, and he kind of preps that meat really well for us, and so it helps the town. But he's kind of weird.
Does he ever sell off the organs?
What? I don't really know. I don't.
Or does he sell like the cow's hearts and
Haggis.
tongue and...
I really don't know. I don't know much about butchering. I just stay at home most of the day. I clean shit.
Did your nephew seem to like being a butcher's apprentice?
No, he felt really awkward about it. I don't think he likes watching animals die, but I think he's gotten a little bit better at it. He's been doing his own butchering for the last maybe a month or so now, but he definitely didn't want to do it at first.
Has he ever butchered people?
Damn you and your social awkwardness!
But he said it in such a way she wants to eat.
Here's the thing. Good. Oh!
just walked right off that
Because
cliff.
he's so attractive. Back up again.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I don't think so.
I don't
know
think
why
so.
you asked me that.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I don't think he kills people.
Just check.
He's creepy-ish, but...
Any more questions?
This bitch is lying. And I say that loudly enough to where the
Do you-
bitch can hear it.
Do you have a family of your own?
Yes, I do. Jonathan is my husband. Suppose we'll have to take the boy home now.
Does that terrify you?
We already have 3 kids.
Do you like the boy? Is he normal?
Yeah, he's very nice.
All right.
She doesn't
Demon
like you.
child.
She looks back at fondly at Tiefling.
Oh, T.
All right.
Alright, whatever.
Not a whole lot more to ask. I
You're
guess.
so useful.
Fuck you, bitch. And she walks off.
Let's go to Tyrone's.
Tyrone's?
Yeah, let's go search for Tyrone.
Alright.